I think it's time to talk about one of the mistakes I've made over the last few months. I've sort of fallen victim to some of the things that I actually talk about on this channel. So let's get into it.
Break the Twitch.
When I first started shooting YouTube videos back in 2015, it kind of looked like this. I would grab my little point and shoot camera and go outside and just walk around while talking about things that mattered to me. I might put my camera down on something like a rail and just talk about things. Not really worry about the fact that right now the sun is in my eyes and there's some weird shadows going on in my face. And as I got more and more into it, I decided that I wanted to have a little more control over my camera and try to create a little more professional look to the images. So I went from this to this. I got a 70D DSLR with a Rode microphone. It helps out with directional sound and kind of just makes things look and sound a lot better. And once I started shooting more on the 70D and the DSLR, I really just got amazed with the quality that you could create on this camera. Eventually, that led to me shooting more of my videos here in the basement, where I could control lighting and start experimenting with softboxes and different things to create lighting looks that I really liked. In fact, I love it so much that after about 1.5 years of shooting my own YouTube videos, I started shooting videos for other people using the same DSLR that I use for my own videos. As I started doing more and more client work, I found myself running up against the limitations of my DSLR. It has certain recording limits, it records in a relatively low bit rate so that when you're doing higher resolution footage, it makes it harder to edit and it falls apart more quickly, which really matters when it comes to doing commercial film work. So in order to continue my pursuit of a better image, better lighting, better quality video, I went from shooting on this to shooting on this. So for all intensive purposes, this is an amazing camera. It does exactly what I need it to do for every client shoot that I go out and do. And I've been able to get more work because I have this camera that I couldn't have gotten with my DSLR. So in that sense, it's been a great investment as well. But what I started to do, and the problem that I ran into, is I started shooting my YouTube videos on this camera as well. And sure, the video quality on this cinema camera might be a good deal better than that I was getting on the DSLR. But I would spend all this time setting up my videos and trying to perfectly frame all of my shots, and then work on lighting and making sure that there weren't any shadows. In fact, I would take so much time fiddling with the setup and doing all of that stuff that it sort of zapped the creativity from my stuff. All of my videos, if you look at the last few, have been really still and kind of unmoving. They're just sort of boring sitting in the basement. And plus, there's always the added bonus that when my camera isn't stuck on a tripod downstairs, it makes it a lot easier to get candid shots of this guy. Hi, buddy. So in a way, I sort of fell into my own trap. I started putting the same expectations on my own videos when I'm in front of the camera and also setting up and doing the camera work that I have for when I'm just behind the camera doing work for other people. So in the end, whether you're borrowing a webcam from a friend, shooting on a DSLR or whatever camera, the best camera you can use or the best piece of equipment you can use for anything is the one that you actually use and allows you the flexibility to just get out there and create. Because in the end, it's about uploading and it's about creating and putting stuff out there. So I hope you can learn from my mistake as I have, hopefully, and we'll get out there and make some more stuff together.